Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, it's not going to get better. It's not. Anybody recognize that quote? It's from our good boy, Mr. Dr. Seuss. Not only is he one of my favorite authors, but this particular quote comes from a book called The Lorax, which is my all-time favorite Dr. Seuss book, and just so happens to be my son's favorite book as well. My 4.5-year-old Wyatt. We've now read it probably about 100 times. It's not a short book, so when we get in bed and we start to read it, I know it's going to be a 20 to 25 minute read, depending on how many questions he wants to ask throughout. But that very statement is what this post is about. It's about the Lorax, it's about our future, and it's about what we need to do now to make sure that we go down path B versus path A that we're currently on. So let's get into it. Was interviewing Mr. Yancey Strickler the other day, co-founder of Kickstarter. Super impressed with him and the fact that I did not know this, but he did not make $1 off of Kickstarter. So despite the fact everybody knows the name, he hasn't made a cent off it, because the whole point, him and his partners vowed and made a commitment in the beginning to make sure that it was something that was communal, that people helped one another off of, and to monetize it, they said would defeat the whole purpose. So my hat's off to you, sir, in doing that. When he told me that, I knew I needed to learn more about this guy and his thinking and what he's been up to. So I checked out his new book. It's called This Could Be Our Future. And in it, he talks about this concept called financial maximization. It ties perfectly in with the Lorax. The gist is how we're becoming more and more focused on money being our measure of happiness and value. And not only us, but Joe Schmo down the street, our world leaders, the president, the major decisions being made in the world are revolving around these. And the problem with that is that that doesn't bring us true happiness, nor does it help the world. In fact, it helps build opposite momentum, negative momentum in the world. You've got more discrimination. You've got more problems with the environment and the climate and man-made issues that we're causing. You have literally the world becoming less happy as a total. Like, we have this happiness report that comes out every year, and it's showing that we're literally heading down. And for the first time in 2016, our life expectancy is even going down. It's been going up and up and up for years and years and years, and then all of a sudden it's heading down. So here we are, we're at this precipice, and it can go one way or the other. Focusing on finances only versus the whole picture, your 5 cores, it's not just career and finance. Yes, that's one core, that's one part. But if everything's based around that and you ignore your relationships, your mindset, your physical health, your emotional health, and giving back, and you're not equally nurturing those, building momentum, nurturing those habits, making sure that you're moving in the right direction, you're going to find yourself in a lot of trouble. And not only are you going to be less happy and not as fulfilled in life and less successful, but that's what you're going to pay forward to the next generation. We're caught in this failure loop, and unless we make changes, unless someone like you takes some action, we're not going to get to where we want to be. So that's your lesson for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Super awesome. See you next time.